visiting Bristol Eastern. In goal, number 1, Connor Murtaugh. Number 3, Landon Gall. Number 4, John Saraceno. Number 8, Matthew Cabrera. Number 9, Lucas Tylicki. Number 10, Hunter Scott. Number 12, Ladeo Thanasi. Number 14, Nathan Ash. Number 15, Alex Schinnell. Number 20, Drew Vanes. And number 22, Sam Lamar. Bristol is led by head coach Bill Sweet, assisted by Monty Ray, Mike Green, and Ryan Chiasa. And now the starting lineups for your Wethersfield Eagles. In goal, senior captain, number 1, Nathan Morris. Senior, number 2, Alexander Hong. Senior, number 10, Ashvin Maharaj. Senior captain, number 12, Oliver Pendall. Senior captain, number 17, Julian Couye. Junior, number 4, Ramo Amedovic. A junior, number 5, Lionel Naharo. A junior, number 7, Tariq Alhadzik. A junior, number 9, Fabi Bello. A junior, number 11, John Fraga. And a sophomore, number 21, Damian Sardo. Wethersfield Eagles led by head coach Rob Yakin. And at this time, I would ask that all who are able to please rise, remove your hats, and join us in Honor America with the playing of the national anthem.
Good afternoon, soccer fans. Dave Gustafson here, welcoming you to your streaming home for Wethersfield High School soccer. Today, live from Catone Field, it's the varsity boys back in action as the Eagles play host to the Lancers of Bristol Eastern. For Wethersfield, this marks the 4th game in the last 8 days, and here now to get us caught up on Saturday's battle out at FSA, let's welcome in producer, director, and analyst Tom McCarter.
Thanks a lot, Dave. Saturday, great game, fun to watch. We were both there. Check out this. Julian Couye with a free kick to Ramo Amatovic. Brings the Eagles to within 1. Check out the height by Amatovic and how difficult he is to cover. Look at this picture. Get it under the crossbar. But unfortunately, the Eagles lose their first game of the season to Newtown and fall to 4-1.
And we, as the teams hit the field, we'll take a quick look at a tail of the tape comparing these two teams, Tom.
Yeah, the Eagles 4-1, as we just said. Bristol Eastern comes in at 1-2-1. Eagles, 10 goals scored through their 5 games. Bristol Eastern has struggled a little bit to put balls in the back of the net. And the Eagles have allowed 6. Bristol Eastern has allowed 7. But the big note at the bottom there, Wethersfield has lost their last 3 meetings with Bristol Eastern dating back to 2021.
And that streak includes a 1-0 Bristol Eastern win on their home turf last year, back on October 18th. They have outscored Wethersfield by a tally of 9-1 over those last 3 games, helped by a 6-1 win back in 2022. So Wethersfield looks to right the ship here against Bristol Eastern. Eagles are in their familiar home blues, moving right to left here in the first half. Bristol Eastern will be in the white, going left to right.
And the big news, what you didn't see in the video, is Saturday, Ali Pedno broke his arm in that game. We had some scrambling right before game time as we didn't think he would be in the starting lineup, or we didn't know if we'd see him the rest of the year. But he's got that arm bandaged up, he's got a cast on it, and 48 hours after breaking his arm, he is in the starting lineup, amazingly, for the Eagles.
And with the ball for Bristol Eastern, one of their captains, number 3, Landon Gowell, a player to watch for the Lancers here today. He's an all-conference performer from last season, a junior. As we said, one of 3 captains, along with Lucas Talicki and Sam Lamar for this Lancers squad. Into the offensive half they come on the foot of number 22, Sam Lamar. Taken away there by Pedno, almost right on cue, Tom, as you talked about him being on the field somewhat unexpectedly for today.
Yeah, not missing a beat. He was up here in the press box before the game, and he seemed chipper and happy. I think I would take a week or 2 off of work if that had happened to me, but he's right back in the lineup.
Leo Najarro in the center circle. Ball gets away, taken away there by Bristol Eastern. They go back through the W. Najarro after it again, along with John Fraga. High ball now in the backfield by Amatovic. Goes into the offensive half for Wethersfield, but cleared out of there by Bristol Eastern. Here comes Tariq Alihadzik, taps it back to Najarro. Good tackle there, taken away by Lamar for Bristol Eastern. Long ball down the right side. They've got something brewing, but that's going to get away over the sideline it goes, and that'll be a throw for Wethersfield deep in the backfield, just about 90 seconds into this one, Tom.
And we apologize if there are any technical difficulties. The internet is out at the press box, so we're doing the best to stream it, and hopefully the feed doesn't drop, but we wouldn't be surprised if it does.
And that's in addition to our normal disclaimers and apologies we offer for the audio and what you hear us flubbing as we go through games here. Appreciate the help today of Obama Riley on camera for us, getting us some nice shots of the action. Far side over in front of Coach Yakum, Bristol Eastern chips one forward. That's headed by Kuye. Wethersfield trying to play out of the back. Xander Hong, nice takeaway there from Bristol Eastern. Into the 18 they go, down the left side. Ball moves toward the net, goes wide right. Good opportunity there early for Bristol Eastern.
Yeah, and good job by Maharaj. The backdoor guy was there, and Maharaj was on him like a coat. Didn't have any room if that ball had snuck through.
So we've got what should be a throw here near sideline. Bristol Eastern will take it. They're in the white jerseys. Well, it's a Wethersfield throw. Sorry, I lost sight of it here. Just slightly out of our reach as Maharaj took the throw. Wethersfield moves the ball into the offensive half of the field, but there's Bristol Eastern waiting for it. Long ball again down this near sideline. Almost caught there by the official on this near side. Throw again for Maharaj. Into Pedno now, plenty of space, middle of the field. Long ball played ahead, looking for Fraga down the left side. Nice header there by Gowell for Bristol Eastern. Good turn on the ball. That's Drew Vines, number 20, now number 10 for Bristol Eastern. Hunter Scott sends the ball forward, switches fields, far side. Xander Hong defending for Wethersfield. Able to stand up the initial progress, and Hong's going to come away with the ball. He moves toward the center circle, sends the ball across, finds Fraga. On his foot, has to turn it back, goes to Ali Hadzi, gets away, crosses the midline into the offensive half for now for Bristol Eastern. Pedno with a smooth takeaway, gets it back to Maharaj, quick touch, looking for Ali Hadzik, middle of the field. Eagles still trying to play out of the back as we go over to Julian Kuye. Kuye with an assist on that goal you showed from Saturday. Ball played ahead as Fabi Bello tried to send one through. It's knocked away by Bristol Eastern.
And the other highlight we did not show from Saturday was the second Eagles goal, which was a beautiful free kick by Ali Pedno just minutes before the injury.
We have inside word that that was such a good kick. He fooled the photographer who was focused more on the action in front of the net, thinking it was going to be a service into the 18. Fraga down the right side, just outside the 18, knocked away there by Bristol Eastern, and apparently deflected off Wethersfield.
Yeah, and look, you'd almost rather have a Bristol Eastern throw than a Wethersfield throw. If it's a Wethersfield one, they're going to bring everybody back. If it's Bristol Eastern, high chance that this is going to be a turnover and the Eagles can turn this into offense.
Amatovic is in the offensive half, the last line of defense, along with Maharaj, as Nathan Ash, number 14, was back for Bristol Eastern near the midline. Ball goes over the side. Couillet's going to pick it up. Got a throw for Wethersfield, far side, in front of the Lancers bench. Comes in, trying to find Fraga on that right side. Headed out by Bristol Eastern, so we'll have a throw for Wethersfield. Right about, we'll call it 15-yard line on the football field. Maybe 20. Ball gets into the 18. That's going to be scooped up there by Connor Murtaugh in net today for Bristol Eastern.
And offensively for the Eagles, 2 goals a game, that might be enough to win games in November with the way this team can play defense and the way they've scored their goals so far. 5 out of the 10. Bristol Eastern gets a run down this right side, but Ramo Amatovic is there.
Nice stand up on the initial attack. Ball goes toward the net. Nice turn there, and really nicely done. Goes wide left, but a dangerous opportunity.
Yeah, good lateral movement there. Cutting back to the right to create that shooting lane. Just got it through cleanly, but it went wide of the post.
Number 10 for Bristol Eastern is Hunter Scott. By our research, is one of 2 sophomores in the starting lineup for the Lancers today.
So going back to the Eagles offense, Tariq Aliadzik, 5 of the 10 goals. He's been able to sneak behind the last line of defense, receive good passes through.
Ball coming to the middle of the field toward the top of the arc. Launched toward the net, blocked by Amatovic, but Bristol Eastern still with a chance. They go to the left side. Top of the 18. It's going to go toward the net, deflected there by Maharaj. High ball cleared out of there by Amatovic. Into the center circle it's going to go, headed by Bristol Eastern. Here they come again. The Lancers on the attack. Wethersfield trying to find their shape, get the ball into the offensive half. Tariq Aliadzik on the sideline, and that's going to be deflected nicely off the Bristol Eastern player.
Yeah, he really didn't have any options there, and he knew the only way to keep possession was to bank it off him, and he did it smartly.
Maharaj with the throw into Aliadzik. Going to send it all the way to the far side of the field. Julian Couillet looking to move the ball. He does. Midline looking for Xander Hong. Taken away there by Bristol Eastern. Pedno looking for an offside call. It doesn't come. Ball still alive. Pedno now taps it in toward the center circle. Fabi Bello trying to get to it. Taken away. Bello's still after it, though, for Wethersfield. Backfield it goes to Hong. Far side, right in front of Coach Yakum, who, again, on that far side in these games in the afternoon, has to shield from the sun. Bristol Eastern coming back, trying to mount another shot. Player goes down, middle of the field. Ball's going to roll. Kicked out of there by Amatovic. Damian Sardo now for the Eagles, and that's deflected, taken away by Bristol Eastern. The Lancers seem to be doing a nice job on 50-50 balls. Chip in toward the 18. Morris is going to scoop that up off 2 hops, as nicely shielded there by Amatovic.
Oh, nice little flick.
Good flick off the top of the head from Aliadzik. That's coming almost right to us. Good job by the cameraman here in the stands in front of us. Saved the equipment before catching the ball. You got to do that, Tom.
Good catch, bad throw.
Just about 8 minutes into this one. We got 32-15 to go here in the first half. Scoreless game. Wethersfield trying to get back on track after their first loss of the season on Saturday. Bristol Eastern trying to right the ship. Off to a 1-2-1 start are the Lancers. First subs into the game. We've got Sharkovich for... Nope. Yeah, we got Sharkovich for Wethersfield.
Yeah, he comes in for Xander Hong. Xander's played a lot of right outside back this season. A couple of games we've seen him start at that right outside mid. Sharkovich comes in from there. He slides up top, and Fraga goes to where Xander was.
Cam Sharkovich, number 19, with a goal and an assist on the season so far. Had some opportunities, was aggressive on the offensive attack in that game Saturday.
Yeah, put a couple of balls over the bar, which I'm sure he'd love to have back, but Cam's at his best when he's hustling and when he's creating havoc.
And Aliadzik loses the ball, looks for a call that's not coming, and meanwhile Bristol Eastern is launching the attack the other way. Here comes Pedno, they're out of there with it for Wethersfield, through the center circle, taking all the space they're going to give him. Lays it off, trying to find Sharkovich. It gets to him, has to hold up just a bit. Here comes Cam Sharkovich down the right side, and that's taken away nicely there by Bristol Eastern.
Yeah, you don't see players do what Pedno did there often enough. Took the space, kept driving until the defense comes and covers him.
What a battle we had right there with Ashvin Maharaj and number 6, Edie Hernandez-Lopez for Bristol Eastern. Good shield by Maharaj, able to turn the ball, win it back for Wethersfield, but Bristol Eastern has it again in their offensive half. Down the far side they come, left side. Moving in toward the 18. Good stand up, but here comes the ball. Crossed into the top of the 18 where Amatovic is waiting for it. Good pressure from behind by Sharkovich. Wethersfield and not out of trouble yet, as Bristol Eastern has won the possession battle in the first 10 minutes of this one. We've got 30-25 to go here in the first half, scoreless game. Throw for the Lancers on the far side. They're in their white jerseys with the dark blue shorts. Moving left to right toward the concourse here in the first half. Ball played out of there by Coulier. Bellows got a chance. Header by Bristol Eastern. Center circle we go, moving Wethersfield's way. Ball bounces, and that's cleared now. Bristol Eastern again on the attack, near side. Plenty of space here as Sardo comes back to put some pressure on. Stands up the ball. Moving forward are the Lancers of Bristol Eastern. Good step by Pedno, but the ball gets through. Boy, a less second step by Amatovic. Keeps Wethersfield out of danger for that one, but Bristol Eastern controlling the ball so far. It's a cross. It's going to get to Coulier. He sends it out toward the center circle. Sharkovich tries to get to it, but there's Gowell, but sends it back to Pedno as we go back and forth. Eagles now in the offensive half with Ali Hadzik. 35-yard line.
Eagles look like if they can transition quickly, they're going to be able to catch Bristol Eastern with numbers not getting back. They bring a lot of guys on offense, but they might be vulnerable to a quick transition.
Coulier with a left-footed ball goes in toward the top of the arc. It bounces now to the left side. Sharkovich had it momentarily. Ali Hadzik was in the area as well, but it's cleared out.
Yeah, it's possible Ali Hadzik knew that he might have been offside there and left the ball for Sharkovich. Smart play by Tariq if that's what he was thinking.
So Wethersfield gets the throw. Sardo takes it. Leonel Najarro now tries to split two defenders. Good pressure by Bristol Eastern. It's going to draw a whistle, though. A little too much contact.
And one of the things I was trying to get to earlier is, aside from Ali Hadzik's 5 goals, Wethersfield is most dangerous on free kicks like this and on corner kicks. Games which they don't generate too many of those, they're not as dangerous. But you saw in the pregame show, watch number 4, Ramo Amatovic. He climbs the ladder, and Wethersfield has 3 or 4 players that can serve it into the box perfectly. Tariq is one of them.
So near side hash mark, free kick coming for Tariq Ali Hadzik. Wethersfield loads up the top of the 18. Plenty of blue jerseys in a line there, interspersed with Bristol Eastern defenders. Here's the kick. Line drive, curls in, headed there. That's into the goal. That's our first one of the game as Wethersfield takes the 1-0 lead at the 28:09 mark. We're going to take a look at it, I think.
Yeah,
we thought we had it off of Pedno is what my guess is here.
Ali Hadzik and Pedno, somehow with his back to the goal, gets up there. I mean, what a story this is. Earlier today, we didn't have Pedno in the starting lineup because he broke his arm 48 hours ago. And just right before game, he's inserted in it, and he scores the 1-0 goal for the Eagles. Incredible.
So the goal for Ali Pedno off the free kick assist from Tariq Ali Hadzik. Wethersfield on top, 1-0, 28:09 mark officially on that one. Here come the Eagles looking for more as Bello had a chance. Knocked away at the last second by Bristol Eastern. Here come the Lancers now into their half of the field. Got an attack mounting down the right side. Here comes defense Maharaj on number 10 for Bristol Eastern. Hunter Scott played back now, switching the ball. Kick by Coulier. Let's see what we got. Might have been an offside call.
And look, this is really the recipe for success for the Eagles when it comes to playoff time. And this is a team that will make the playoffs, and they probably will run into some teams that are a little bit better than them at some point. They have to defend well, and they have to create corner kicks and free kicks because they're incredibly deadly at that. Between Pedno and Amatovic, they seem to get their head on almost every one of those offensive chances.
So Pedno with the goal today, had a goal, as you mentioned, on Saturday. He now stands second on the team with 3 goals on the season. Ali Hadzik gets his second assist. He's one of 3 players tied with 2 assists for the team lead in that category. 26:50 and counting here. Wethersfield off the free kick, got on the board first. 1-0 Eagles lead. As, again, they try to bounce back after their first defeat of the season on Saturday. Hard-fought game, as evidenced by the wrap on Ali Pedno's arm.
The club.
Ball goes.
He's going to have quite a bicep in a couple of weeks.
Ball played in now. Sharkovich back to Coulier. Long ball by Coulier. Looking for Ali Hadzik up in front of everybody. That is headed by Bristol Eastern. Throw coming for Wethersfield now down just past the Bristol Eastern bench. Fraga's got the ball on the side, going to take it in, directs traffic, plays it out to Najarro. He comes all the way back near the midline, sends it back into the backfield to Amatovic. Front court again now, Maharaj. Down the side, looking for Sardo. Ball gets away initially. Good pressure now coming from Bristol Eastern. They're going to keep Sardo off of that one and take over possession here deep in the Eagles' offensive half. Nice step from Maharaj. Here comes Pedno, but Bristol Eastern gets out of there. Amatovic, though, in the front court. Sends it through the circle looking for Kuye. He's got plenty of room to operate on the far side. Low ball looking for Sharkovic now as he goes in toward the 18. Has to slow it up at the inline, play back to Fraga. Two defenders there, but Fraga comes out. Wethersfield trying to find a way to get the ball into scoring position, but they are not able to there. That's going to be a goal kick for Bristol Eastern.
That ball from Kuye, perfectly placed. You know, we see a lot of those ones that we're critical of when they're too far down the middle, because then the goalie comes out and he gets there first. But when you play it to the side towards the corners, you give your wing 18 more yards to get there because the goalie's not going to come that far out.
Bristol Eastern, as we talked about, a familiar foe for Wethersfield as they chip one ahead, coming down that left side again. Amatovic back for Wethersfield. He gets the ball first, able to turn it, going to send it long down the sideline. Looking for Sharkovic. He's able to step in and get it. Gets bumped off a bit. That's going to draw a whistle. Should be a free kick going Wethersfield way just inside the midline in the offensive half for the Eagles. So too far out to be a scoring opportunity, but let's see if Wethersfield can do something with it as Xander Hong enters the game for the Eagles. No, he's going to be sent back. Hong and Iannucci on the side waiting to come in.
I wouldn't say it's too far out to be a scoring opportunity. Amatovic can easily serve this into the box.
And there's Hedno with another header. Hedno. I said Hedno. How about that?
Head, yes.
I think we got a new one there. If that keeps up, it's Ollie Hedno. All right, 24 minutes remaining in this one as Pedno got the header that went wide right. He has the only goal of the afternoon so far, 23-50 and counting, 1-0 Wethersfield lead. Sardo with a nice header into the front court for Wethersfield, but Bristol Eastern steps to it. Ali Hodzik able to take it away. Here comes Wethersfield on the attack. Ali Hodzik down the middle. Sends one, looked like toward the goal. Some action maybe might have been a hand, but no call from the officials. Najardo sends over to Sardo. Sardo switches fields, looking for Pedno. Nice turn on the ball there. Good slide tackle from Bristol Eastern, but Kuye's got it for Wethersfield. Eagles still in the offensive half, trying to mount another shot opportunity. Kuye with a nice turn. Plays it back to Pedno. Chip shot Najardo now, middle of the field. Sends a left-footed ball toward the goal. That's a two-hopper that has to be saved by Murtaugh in net. Almost got away for a rebound.
Yeah, you'd like to see a Wethersfield player crash the net, you know, put a little more pressure. The goalie did fumble that one, but nobody was within 10 yards, so he's easily able to corral it. But on every shot that goes, you got to have one or two Eagles crashing the net.
The 5-part miniseries that Tom is producing of my bloopers this season is getting longer with Ali Hedno.
It now has a title, Hedno.
22-45 and counting here in the first half. We do get the subs in here now as Xander Hong comes in along with Luca Iannucci. Iannucci has seen more playing time with each game. He made his varsity debut earlier this week, or actually last week, but in this stretch of 4 games in 8 days that has been a rough one for Wethersfield.
Yeah, Iannucci's been really noticeable. You know, you're going to see his speed. Number 23 is going to come sliding through at some point, whether he's playing up front or he's playing, you know, in the back. He keeps hustling and will create some offensive chances for himself.
Gets away from the Wethersfield, but Kuye slows it up initially. Played forward by Bristol Eastern. It's going to get all the way to Nate Morris inside the 18. He scoops it up. Fake the throw. Here comes a rollout now looking for Pedno. He's got to get to it quickly. He does. Able to turn. Chip shot down the middle of the field looking for Fabi Bello. 1-on-2 he comes, but Murtaugh able to get to it first.
Yeah, that's when you want Pedno to play a little bit more towards the corner. He had Bello up top, but he also had Maharaj out wide.
That's that activity you've talked about all season with this formation. The outside backs making the runs back and forth up the field. Najardo now right about the 40-yard line, 35. Sends it back middle of the field to Pedno. Taken away by Bristol Eastern. Long ball down the middle for the Lancers. Morris is going to come out top of the 18. It'll get to it. No pressure as Xander Hong did a nice job shielding the Lancers' attack there. Rolled out by Morris to Kuye. goes toward the midline. Sharkovich has it now. Look at Iannucci down the right side. Can they find him? Fabi Bello looks for him. Iannucci is alone. He's going to get to the ball before it goes out. He's outside the 18, knocked away. Let's see which way that one goes.
Yeah, I think he just fumbled it off his feet and out of bounds. Look, that's one, knowing how dangerous the Eagles are on corner kicks. Just be content to bank it off the defender's legs, get a corner kick out of it.
Approaching the midway point of this first half, 1-0 Wethersfield lead off the free kick taken by Ali Hadzik, and then into the 18 where Ali Pedno able to get a head on it, flick it into the back of the net, and that's where we stand. 1-0 Wethersfield lead. Najarro now playing out of the center circle.
Beautiful.
Nice ball to Maharaj. He's got some space coming down the left side. Taps it in, trying to find Bello. Intercepted. Nicely done by Gowell for
Good takeaway by Tariq Al-Hadzik.
Bristol Eastern, and Wethersfield the other way as Ali Hadzik gave the Eagles another chance. He goes down. That's going to draw a whistle. And that is going to be another free kick for Wethersfield.
He's so good at drawing contact. He knows how to get his body in the way, and if he needs to help it out a little bit by hitting the deck, he does it.
This one's going to be even closer. Same side of the field where he took the earlier kick that led to the Pedno goal.
And there's no trickery. There's no secret. You know, these Bristol Eastern can make a two-man wall, and the ref is going to march it off. But most likely, Ali Hadzik is trying to put this towards that back post and have number 12 and number 4 run on and attack it.
So Ali Hadzik, free kick right on the 20-yard marker. Sends it in, ball bending, gets through. Amatovic almost had it after it got past the Bristol Eastern defenders.
Yeah, that's a great ball. Anytime you serve a ball and it bounces in the box, you've done your job.
But the Eagles come up empty as we stop the clock here at 19:08 and counting. The official is, I guess we're going for a hydration break.
Yeah, we saw this on Saturday. I'm going to guess that's what it is. Yeah, midway through.
All right. Did not realize that was coming, and just happened to look up and saw the crossed arm.
Well, let's take a look at the goal that was scored earlier.
Let's do it.
Part of the game. Tariq Al-Hadzik serves one into the box. Pedno, with his back to the goal, flicks it over the top and into the net. And if you're just joining us, Pedno had broken his arm 2 days ago, and amazingly is in the lineup, and incredibly has scored the only goal.
All right, so that's where we stand. Just past the midway point here in the first half, 19:06 on the clock, 1-0 Eagles lead. We'll take a quick moment to thank some of the WHS Soccer Booster season sponsors. Swedes Jewelers, 98 Bridge Street in East Windsor. Jersey Mike's, 38 Town Line Road. Village Pizza, 233 Main Street in Old Wethersfield. Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine Centers, 84 Wolcott Hill Road. And Wooden Tap with multiple locations including 12 Town Line Road. Thank you for your season-long support of Wethersfield High School soccer. Eagles in the familiar home blues come back out onto the pitch here at Catone. Bristol Eastern breaks their huddle and the Lancers now hit the field. Bristol Eastern in the white jerseys, blue shorts, Wethersfield all blue. Eagles are going right to left here in this first half as the sun beads down on the sidelines and the benches on the far side. Looks like even, if I'm seeing this right, even Coach Yakum with the penny on right now.
He might want to sub himself in.
Yeah. Well, we don't have a number for him, but if he goes in, we'll probably recognize him. Bristol Eastern with a left-footed ball played down the left side in front of the Eagles bench, bouncing in toward the middle of the field. Maharaj going to settle in the backfield here for Wethersfield. Sends it over the midline. Najarro now. Got 3 defenders chasing, and the Bristol Eastern able to take the ball away. Down the right side, player has a step deflected by Amatovic. Bristol Eastern plays it in. It's going to be cleared by Xander Hong. Lancers staying after it. Najarro with a nice turn. Wethersfield in control in the backfield. Down the left side we come, near sideline. Right at the midline is Fabi Bello. Nice slide from behind, but Bello gets away.
Wethersfield's got numbers here.
Ali Hadzik to Pedno, chipping ahead, looking for Bello. But again, that's going to go right to the keeper. Ball right down the middle versus an angle, potentially creating an opportunity.
Yeah, forced it a little bit. Wethersfield probably could have been a little bit more patient. Iannucci was making a run down that right sideline, and he had nobody to defend him.
Collision on the near sideline. Xander Hong and number 23 for Bristol Eastern, who we do not have identified on our roster, so apologies to him for that. Taking the free kick here, that was number 4, John Saraceno, in the offensive half for Bristol Eastern. 23 is Eli Emmert into the game for the Lancers. Here comes the free kick. Action loaded up to the left of the arc. High ball's going to go all the way into Morris. He plays it out of the air, scoops it in like a good center fielder should, and lets fly with a left-footed ball over the midline. Wethersfield with a chance. Sharkovich, one defender back. He was able to get to the ball between two Wethersfield players on the attack. Nicely done there by number 4, John Saraceno, who just took the free kick a second ago.
Yeah, another example of Bristol Eastern being a little bit vulnerable anytime they've got the ball in the offensive half and Wethersfield transitions quickly. Wethersfield, 2 new players check into the lineup. Fraga returns and Gabriel Leperriere plays that right outside mid. It looks like Sharkovich and Fabi Bello come to the bench.
So number 20, Gabriel Leperriere up front. Iannucci trying to push the ball forward. Looks like that might have deflected off of, is that Fraga who's been over on the far side?
Looked like he took an inadvertent clearing attempt to the side of the head there.
Wethersfield, midline, Nahato now sends it over to the middle of the field. Touch there by Ali Hadzik. Ashvin Maharaj gives chase, and Bristol Eastern forced just to clear it over the sideline, so we've got a throw coming.
Throw by Pedno. The one-armed
You can see the smile on the official's face as that throw materialized there. Back into action we go. Nice touch there from Fraga. Leperriere with a foot. Cleared out of there by Bristol Eastern. They're going to cross.
And look at the hustle by Pedno and Naharo, both hustling back to make sure that Bristol Eastern doesn't outnumber them. That's really, a key to Wethersfield's defense is those midfielders getting back and preventing any sort of fast break from the opposition.
That's a necessity if you're only going to have 3 on the back line. Under 16 to go here in the first half. 1-0 Wethersfield lead. 4th game in 8 days for the Eagles here. Looking to come away with their 3rd win in this 4-game stretch. 4-1 now on the season are the Eagles. Nahato sends a left-footed ball high over the midline. Nobody there but Bristol Eastern's Gowell. He sends it across. Here comes Xander Hong out of the backfield. Played ahead now by Bristol Eastern. They've got an opportunity moving toward the top of the arc. Step by Amatovic. Ali Hadzik now turns it, calmly moves, chips it ahead, looking for Leperriere. Knocked away by Bristol Eastern. Ali Hadzik now near the center circle. Plays back. Here's Pedno inside the big W. Plays it across to Julian Couillet, far side, across the midline now. Leperriere tries the quick touch, give and go. Nobody there on that one for Wethersfield. Ball bounces into the offensive half again for Bristol Eastern right in front of the Eagles bench. We've got a call.
Yep.
Looks like that's going to go Lancers' way.
Pedno got his one good arm wrapped around him.
Bristol Eastern out of the CCC South Division. The Lancers were 8-4-4 last year, qualified for the Class L tournament, but dropped a 3-1 decision to Massac in the first round as they try to move again for an offensive opportunity. They're going to draw a whistle here. It's going to be a free kick from not even 30 yards out.
I think it was a handball on Pedno.
Oh, handball. A handball on Pedno. Okay. So the ball is right on the 15-yard line from the football markings. That's about 25 yards out from net. Ali Hadzik hovers around it, trying to create some interference. He's going to back off a little bit. Let's see if the referee comes to talk to him.
It's a smart play. The referee's likely going to come and make sure he gets 10 yards too, but the way that they're lining up, you expect there to be, a short little pass one way or another, and he wants to be on the outside here to sniff it out.
It's a 3-player wall for the Eagles, 10 yards off the ball. Bristol Eastern has 2 players facing the opposite direction on the ball. They bring now a 4th player in. We run, and there we are moving Ali Hadzik out of the certain area that he was trying to occupy. So let's see what Bristol Eastern has. The 2 players facing the wrong way step aside, and there is a ball that goes through the football uprights for really no harm to Wethersfield. Dangerous placement for a free kick, but Bristol Eastern comes up empty, and Wethersfield hangs on to the 1-0 lead here. 13-13 remaining in the first half on what has turned into another beautiful September afternoon. Amatovic plays out of the back right at 13 minutes remaining. Hong now near side, back to Amatovic. Wethersfield trying to play out of the backfield. Low ball played ahead. Iannucci now near the midline. Comes across, takes some space. Low ball played, nicely done to Fraga. Gets a foot on it. Fraga chips it ahead, looking for LaPerriere on the right side. Looks like LaPerriere had slowed up and had to restart to try to get to that one, so it goes over the inline. It'll be a goal kick for Bristol Eastern. 12:30 and counting here, first half. Lots of familiarity between these two teams. We talked about they've played each of the last 3 seasons. All 3 of those have been Bristol Eastern victories. So Wethersfield looking to snap a 3-game losing streak. And all 4 of Bristol Eastern's opponents this season so far are common. Wethersfield has played all 4 of the same teams. Fraga near the top of the arc, gets tripped up, taken away there by Bristol Eastern. Iannucci with a nice step, keeps it alive, over to Maharaj now left side. Ball's going to get all the way near the sideline. He'll keep it in on his foot. 1-on-1, he goes around toward the end line. Tries to play it forward. It goes over the end line, and that's going to be a goal kick.
Yeah, another example. Don't always try to do too much. Corner kick is a win for the Eagles.
Their substitution into the game for the Lancers of Bristol Eastern. They will take the throw. No, it's a goal kick. Sorry. I just said that a second ago. It'd be nice if I listened to myself every once in a while. 11:26 and counting here, first half action.
It's overrated.
Me talking or me listening to myself? Bristol Eastern forced to clear it over the sideline, so Wethersfield gets a throw into the offensive half. Ali Hadzik will drop it off for Ashvin Maharaj. He'll play it into Ali Hadzik now, 30-yard marker. Middle of the field now. Pedno plays it back all the way into the backfield to Amatovic. Over on the far side now to Julian Couillet. Couillet very patient with the ball. Back to Amatovic. He sends it across the midline to Leo Najarro. Near sideline. Xander Hong, but deflected and taken away. Here come the Lancers of Bristol Eastern on the attack again. Through ball played. Opportunity down the right side. He gets to it, able to cross, but Xander Hong with a nice play defensively stands up the ball.
Yeah, great job going against the momentum, and he cuts back, gets his leg on it, breaks up that crossing pass.
Wethersfield going to take the throw near side as they could not get the ball all the way out of the backfield before it was deflected by Bristol Eastern. Landon Gowell in the center back position. One of the 3 captains, also a returning all-conference performer. He's been impressive so far on the defensive end. There he is again, left-footed ball high over toward the far side. Julian Couillet is going to step to it for Wethersfield. Good header forward. Iannucci maybe with a chance. Down the right side we come, knocked away by number 15, Alex Schinnell. Iannucci going to take, no, he's going to leave the ball for Couillet. Couillet, Pedno, and Morris, the 3 senior captains for the Eagles.
Look at that gap in the middle of the field. If this ball squeaks through, Bristol Eastern not really well defended down the middle.
Wethersfield overload to the right side. Fraga, LaPerriere, and Iannucci over there. Fraga plays it ahead. There's a nice chip into the 18. Keeper's going to take that one out of the air as it got over the head of LaPerriere, but nice ball from Julian Couillet. Murtaugh with the kick out of the goalie position. Headed at the center line there by Couillet. LaPerriere battles for it in front of the Bristol Eastern bench. Able to get ahead on it. Fraga steps in now. Cleared by Bristol Eastern. Into their offensive half we go. Amatovic with 1 touch. Pedno brings it back toward the midline. Good battle there with Bristol Eastern as they're able to stand him up. But Couillet on the far side now. Back to Amatovic. Wethersfield resets. As we go under 9 minutes remaining here in this first half. 1-0 Eagles lead. Intercepted by Bristol Eastern. Here come the Lancers trying to find someone. There's Couillet with a great tackle through the center circle. Across the midline he comes. And maybe held on to it 1 step too long. Iannucci gets to it. Bristol Eastern trying to take it the other way. Xander Hong though in the backfield for Wethersfield. Near side to Iannucci. Tries to send it ahead. Looked like maybe trying to play Maharaj down this sideline, but intercepted again by Bristol Eastern. Here come the Lancers. Wethersfield nicely done here, refinding the defensive effort, but outside the 18 on the right side. Ball's crossed all the way to the other side. Iannucci skips it off his head. Bristol Eastern waiting for it. Right about that 10-yard marker on the football field. Inside the 18, left-footed ball goes. 1 hop to Nate Morris with the near post. Saved by Nate Morris. At least it appeared that way from our vantage point. Under 8 minutes to go here in the first half. Left-footed ball by Morris, high across the midline, off the head of LaPerriere, goes over toward the sideline, out of bounds. That should be a throw for Bristol Eastern here.
Eagles bringing in 4 new players, 2 who have seen action and 2 who have not. Will Welchel comes in along with Sardo and Cam Sharkovich.
Looks like Ahmed El-Bashir into the game as well.
He's going to line up top. And out are Alehadzik, Maharaj, LaPerriere, and Hong. Maybe they're... I got Luca out too. Okay, Fabi Bello into the game as well.
All right, so I think we got it all. We need voice of the Eagles, Luke Kraut, to help us with these substitutions sometimes, but I think we got it all. As Pedno's right in the center circle with the ball, able to play it over to Couye, far side. Knocked over on the far side. Sharkovich goes to Bello. He brings it back near side. This is Will Welchel now. Welchel ahead to Fraga, gets away from him. Bristol Eastern just clears the long ball into the offensive half. Amatovic gets back for Wethersfield. Sends it over far side. Nice job by Couye to keep it inbounds in front of Coach Yakum. Middle of the field. Wethersfield still trying to get out of the back. Couye off the foot of Bello, and it's going to stay Wethersfield ball. Deflection. And Couye will take this throw. 6:20 and counting here in the first half of a 1-0 Wethersfield lead. Amatovic in the backfield. High ball played down that right side. Nice job by Sharkovich to get it on his foot. Gets away from Wethersfield, though. Bristol Eastern into their front court. Bello deflects it off of Bristol Eastern, so Wethersfield will get this throw. Coach Yakum will chase down the ball that got away, but Couye already has one for the throw. Looks for Sharkovich. Nice clear there by Bristol Eastern. Good battle. There is Ahmed El-Bashir. Sardo now right at the midline, near side. Turns on the jet, splits 2 defenders. Ball still rolling in the right direction, but there's the clear by Bristol Eastern into the offensive half again. Amatovic has to get back to it, plays back to Morris. Approaching the 5-minute mark here in the first half, 5:14 and counting. Amatovic going to send it up to Pedno. Backfield, Will Welchel. Left side, Sardo again. Ball gets away. That's going to go to Bristol Eastern. Lancers are challenging everything in this half of the field. Wethersfield cannot be nonchalant trying to get the ball out of the backfield. Clinging to this 1-0 lead are the Eagles.
Eagles are used to playing close games.
Very, very true.
Has every game been a 1-goal game?
With the exception of Windsor, I believe, which ended up as a 2-goal margin.
So including this one, 5 of 6 games, 1-goal margin.
Good pressure in the corner there by Welchel. Ball gets away. Sardo plays it weird. Outside the 18 for Bristol Eastern, though. They lay the ball off where Amatovic steps to it and sends the ball about 95 yards by our estimates up the field. Maybe not quite that far, but got it all the way out of the backfield to about the 35-yard line here in the offensive half. So Coach Yakum looks on the far sideline there. Some of the players on the field also having to shield themselves as the sun shines brightly here on the Catone pitch. And Nate Morris has to come way out. What do we got as the call? Looks like
it's got to be offside.
Offside as the arm goes up, so Wethersfield escapes as we hit the 3:40 mark.
It wouldn't have counted, but Couye did a great job of shielding the player to slow him down, to buy Morris a little bit extra time to come out.
So 3:30 to go. Free kick in the backfield, right about the 15-yard line in terms of football markings here, as Wethersfield tries to add to the 1-0 lead. Will Welchel now with the ball across. A nice tap from Fraga to El-Bashir. Back to Fraga. Nahato there along with Fraga. He takes it away. Left side down to Sardo now. Sardo with a nice move to get around, creates some space, right foots it in toward the goal. That's going to be scooped up by Murtaugh. El Bashir making a nice run. Might have had an opportunity with just a little bit more time.
Yeah, great ball movement from the Eagles. Good ball from a great move to create some separation, a little outside of the right foot into the box. One of the better possessions for the Eagles so far.
Fraga now battles. Pedno sends it forward. Two Eagles converge. El Bashir and Sharkovich, but Bristol Eastern going to send it across the midline. Amatovic there waiting for it again. Let's see if he'll play it back to Morris. He will. Morris retreats a bit, gets the ball in his foot. He'll left-footed line drive back toward the midline. El Bashir with a nice settle, turns it in the center circle, plays the ball through to Sharkovich. That was a really nice ball from El Bashir to Sharkovich.
Yeah, and I think Sharkovich was trying to one-touch it to Fraga and just didn't get enough of it. Good battle from Welchel here. Playing a position that he's not used to playing, at least in the times that I've seen him play left outside back.
Nice ball by Fraga down the right side. Can Bello get to it? He's there inside the 18. Pulls it back and lets something fly here. Deflected. Last minute, nice defensive play.
Yeah, another good look for the Eagles here. Ball over the top. Bello corrals it. Tries cutting it back. Gets a right-footed shot, but Bristol Eastern just gets there in time.
But, as you've talked about, Tom, this leads to the set piece. Corner kick coming for Wethersfield in that far corner.
Yeah, this is a win for the Eagles. You still have Pedno and Amatovic in the game. You got Sardo, a lefty, who's going to bend one to the back post, and they're going to challenge for this. This is a good opportunity for the Eagles.
So in we go. Ball all the way ahead to Amatovic and sends it just wide. Nice service. Amatovic got ahead on almost that exact same location where he scored in the Newtown game.
Yeah, you got a number of players for Wethersfield to take corner kicks, but the job is always the same. Just get the ball up in the air, keep it away from the goalie, and let Pedno and Amatovic get there.
So Bristol Eastern out of the back. Pedno steps to it, keeps the ball in the offensive half for Wethersfield. Sends it middle. Sharkovich plays it ahead. Bello coming down the right side, trying to create an opportunity again. Deflects off. That's going to be a deep throw there for Wethersfield.
Yeah, Wethersfield unfortunately doesn't have anybody that can throw it like some teams do, creating a corner kick or free kick like off deep throw-ins.
Boy, good touch pass as Fraga comes through. Almost got to it before he got to the end line. Final 10 seconds ticking off here in the first half. As there's a substitution, that's just going to just about do it. We'll have a goal kick coming as we go to 2-1, and that's going to be the horn. The first 40 minutes are in the books here. Wethersfield on top, 1-0. Goal from Ali Pedno off the free kick assist from Tariq Alihadzik at the 28:09 mark. We will take a couple minutes break, and we'll be back with second half action momentarily. And welcome back to Catone Field. It's varsity boys soccer action today. We're at halftime. Wethersfield on top of Bristol Eastern. 1/3 of the season. Second assist on the year for Tariq Alihadzik, who has 5 goals himself for Wethersfield so far in this season. Eagles looking to bounce back here, hang on for a victory after taking their first loss of the season on Saturday, dropping a 3-2 decision to Newtown out at FSA. As the Eagles break their halftime speech and start to head back toward the bench, we'll take another opportunity to thank some of the WHS Soccer Booster season sponsors. Stella's Pizza and Restaurant, 620 Silestine, his Fratelli Pizzeria. Fresh Point, 105 Reserve Road. Smoked on Main, 136 Main Street in Old Wethersfield. And we have Casamia at the Hawthorne, 2421 Berlin Turnpike in Berlin. And also Casamia on the Green, 600 Cold Spring Road in Rocky Hill. Thank you for your continued support of Wethersfield High School soccer. So the halftime clock ticks down, 35 seconds to go before the horn sounds, and the teams will be called back out onto the field. But Bristol Eastern's still not back at their bench yet, so we may have a little bit more time to talk through. We'll use it as an opportunity to remind you that we are back here for another live stream tomorrow afternoon as the Wethersfield varsity girls take the pitch at Catone for the first time in 2 weeks. Scheduling irregularities, had only one game for them last week, and that was a road game, so they have not been here at home in 2 weeks. They will take on Northwest Catholic tomorrow afternoon. I believe that has been moved to a 3:30 start.
That is 3:30. And we can also report something people have probably not heard, that Friday night's game sounds like is going to be moved to Thursday night, and that one is against East Catholic, also at home. We hear it still is going to be at 6 o'clock. So 2 more girls soccer games coming up this week.
So Wethersfield girls tomorrow afternoon, 3:30. We'll have that stream for you as they take on CCC Power Northwest Catholic. And then, as you just heard from Tom, the late week game looks to be now a Thursday night contest here at Catone under the lights against East Catholic. So Wethersfield's girls, after a 2-week hiatus, get 2 home games this week, and we'll be here for both of them. We thank you for joining us here on your streaming home for Wethersfield High School soccer. Eagles and Lancers of Bristol Eastern are back on the field, both teams huddled up. Wethersfield in the familiar home blues. They're going to be going left to right here in the second half, moving toward the scoreboard and the concourse here at Catone Field. Bristol Eastern in the white jerseys, going to be going right to left as they clap it up and look to find some momentum to try to tie this one up. They've had some pressure that they've applied to Wethersfield in the offensive half for Bristol Eastern, but not really able to generate, we remember, maybe one shot on goal from them in that first half.
Yeah, nothing that's really made Nate Morris sweat too much. They have had some possession, like you said. They have battled the Eagles, forced some turnovers, but really nothing that's generated into an excellent scoring chance.
And we are underway as Amatovic from the backfield plays the ball long, skips off a Bristol Eastern player, and they play it now into their front court.
Amatovic doesn't miss-hit a ball very often, but on that one he did. He wanted to put that one about 20 yards longer than he did.
So whistle blows. That's going to lead to an early free kick for Bristol Eastern here. Ball will be placed, we'll call it 34-yard line on the football marking, so almost straight on. We'll call it near post. Number 4, John Saraceno, going to take this free kick for Bristol Eastern as they load up the top of the arc. Wethersfield looks to defend. Here's the ball chipped ahead, going in toward the top of the 18, headed by Pedno. Ball rolls out to the right side. Bristol Eastern to it, crossing into the box, and wow, that was an opportunity for the Lancers, just not able to make the full turn.
Yeah, that was, I don't know how that squeaked through there. After the free kick, served up, deflects right to the Bristol Eastern player, and I think he would love to have that one again.
Yeah, so an opportunity early for Bristol Eastern inside the 18. They're going to try to make something else happen here as they keep the ball in their offensive half, playing near side now. Defended by Xander Hong for Wethersfield. Ball played in toward the top of the arc where it's headed by Pedno. Rolls out middle of the field. Alihadzik going to get to it for Wethersfield. Chips it ahead. Sardo now moving toward the midline. Back to Alihadzik. Toe balls it across, and that's intercepted there by Bristol Eastern. They come across into their offensive half again, near sideline now. Hong with the pressure for Wethersfield, but Bristol Eastern, ball still alive for them. 30-yard marker, crossed in toward the 18, rolls all the way through and over the inline, so it'll be a goal kick for Wethersfield. Action-packed first minute 45 for Bristol Eastern here as they try to tie it up.
Yeah, you could feel the sense of urgency from Bristol Eastern. You know, they just got done with their halftime talk with their coach, and they're coming out, creating chances. And you know, the Eagles were lucky not on that last one, but the one before, that a clean shot didn't come because he had a good look inside the 18.
So number 9, Lucas Talicki, had some opportunities. He's got one of the captain's bands on for the Lancers here. And there is Gowell in the backfield, another one of their captains. And there's a third captain on cue. Ball ahead for Bristol Eastern. Now Pedno able to slow it up. They've got some opportunity brewing to the Lancers, but they let the ball get away over the sideline, so Wethersfield escapes there. No shot generated as Bristol Eastern continues to put the pressure on in the early parts of the second half. 37-19 remaining in this one. 1-0 Eagles lead. We mentioned at the top, as Tom called out, Wethersfield trying to break a 3-game losing streak against Bristol Eastern. There's a long ball played ahead by Wethersfield. Hong goes after it, and the keeper has to come out off his line to clear that one over the side.
You do not want to go into a 50-50 ball with Xander Hong because he always comes out on top. Great hustle, and the goalie had to play that one out of bounds.
High ball played by Ali Hadzi, gets away. Nobody in the area, and that's going to roll over the inline, so it'll be a goal kick coming for Bristol Eastern. They've got Connor Murtaugh, a junior, in net today. He has had a fair amount of activity. Wethersfield put some pressure on in the first half, but only found the back of the net once off that free kick we showed you. Murtaugh with a quick touch to Landon Gowell. He plays a line drive ahead. That's a dangerous one to try to head. High ball goes over toward the far side now. Bristol Eastern gives chase, but it's going to go to the golf cart. Wethersfield scoops it up for a throw. Fabi Bello makes a turn, gets it ahead to Fraga. Nice ball, tried to get it ahead to Ali Hadzik. You can see Ali Hadzik jumping for the opportunity.
We've seen so many times where Ali Hadzik's teammates have slid it through, little diagonal ball behind the teammates, and that's how he's got, I think, 5 of his goals so far.
Boy, nice hustle down that far sideline by Ashvin Maharaj to slow up the attack as Bristol Eastern was quick on the counter. They got the ball down that right side quickly.
And he did his job. Keep the guy to the outside and don't let anything get served into the box cleanly.
But it will lead to a set piece here. Early corner kick, 35-31 remaining here in the second half.
Well, I think Wethersfield's got confidence that they can defend corner kicks really the same way that, that they execute them on the offensive end. It's the second chances that you got to be worried about.
So the arm is up. Here comes the kick for Bristol Eastern. It is chipped in toward the top of the arc where it's headed by Amatovic. Comes out to Wethersfield way. Fraga tries to win the ball middle of the field. A lot of pressure by Saraceno for Bristol Eastern. Saraceno comes out of there with a nice turn. Sends the ball toward the goal. It's going to one-hop to Nate Morris on the near post. Quick turn from Saraceno. And you can just, as you said, sense the urgency this first 5 minutes from Bristol Eastern.
Yeah. I mean, look, they've probably matched the scoring chances that they had in the first half just here in the first 5 minutes.
So left-footed ball bounces in the center circle, headed by Fabi Bello.
Look at
Tariq Ali Hadzik gets to the ball, and he is not able to make anything happen. He goes down. He's not going to draw a call on that one as the ball is played out by Bristol Eastern far side. Coach Yakum looks on, not wearing the penny here in this half.
Oh, stop the clock.
We're going to stop the clock here. 34-27 remaining. And we're going to get...
I think Tariq was a little frustrated that he didn't get the call. And something happened behind the play, and the ref's having a little talking to him.
So you could see a little bit of frustration mounting with Ali Hadzik. First was on that ball where he was making a nice run down the right, and Wethersfield just not able to play it through to him. You saw a little hop of anticipation as he wanted that one badly. And then that time went down, chasing the ball ahead down the middle, but no call. But does get a little talking to. Nice play by Bello to put some pressure on. Here comes Fraga down the right side. Down goes the Bristol Eastern player. Wow, that was a big collision there. Number 15 for Bristol Eastern is Alex Schnell. He and Fraga going after it hard. Yeah,
Fraga shoulder to shoulder. That's what he was trying to lobby to the ref, that he didn't throw his elbow up or anything like that. Just a good hard defensive play, but the call goes to Bristol Eastern.
So Saraceno ahead. Pedno steps to it for Wethersfield in the backfield. Wethersfield trying to get out of trouble here. He goes down. Got to watch that left arm. Looks like he went down on the right side on the elbow instead. 33-44 and counting as the free kick will come out of the backfield for Wethersfield. Amatovic spins it, rolls it ahead a couple yards, and then gently taps it over to Julian Couye here. Coming toward the midline, Couye sends it ahead to Ali Hadzik right on the sideline. Taps it out of there, but Bristol Eastern steps to it. Amatovic's going to shield, probably play back to Morris. Oh, no, he plays it ahead to himself. Nicely done there, but Wethersfield loses control in the center circle. Bristol Eastern, good play by Xander Hong to intercept that one. Sends it down to Fraga, makes the turn,
touch.
got some space. Deflected over the sideline.
Oh, he had Bello right down the middle. He saw it, turned his body.
Ali Hadzik tries to chip it into the 18. It's deflected by Bristol Eastern. Keeper's going to get to a little collision there with Fabi Bello, but no whistle. Bristol Eastern escapes there as Wethersfield started to turn the momentum a little bit. First 5 minutes of the second half were all Lancers. High ball, but right at the midline. Gets past Pedno. Couye there. Pedno again. High kick. That's going to draw a whistle. And that'll go Bristol Eastern's way.
Yeah, Bristol Eastern with a good start to the half. Surprising a little bit to see they got 2 subs lining up to come in. You know, they like what they're seeing, but maybe their philosophy is, hey, let's go hard for 8 minutes, get some new fresh legs out there.
All right, so Saraceno has been active. He's taken most of the free kicks that have come for the Lancers of Bristol Eastern. Ali Hadzik and Fraga in the area. Ali Hadzik looks like he's playing basketball defense there for a second. Ball goes in toward the top of the 18 where it's headed by Pedno. Gets over Naharo. There's a one going toward the goal, and Nate Morris chins himself on the crossbar as that ball goes over, and Wethersfield escapes, keeps the 1-0 lead.
Yeah, Naharo pops that one out. Good little half volley there. Pretty dangerous shot. And you see Nate Morris do a little chin up, get his workout in.
That is pretty much equal to the number of chin-ups I could do if I were out there. So nice job by.
He did one.
Nice job. Well, that's right. He completed it, didn't he? All right. Bristol Eastern down the right side, in toward the 18.
Whoa.
Morris has a step to that, and Bristol Eastern stepped in front. A bit of a collision. Player down on that far post. Cannot tell who that is. Looks like he might have taken a shot in the back. He and Morris both going after the ball. No ill will or bad intention. Just good hard soccer there. 31-25 on the clock.
Yeah, ball served nicely into the box there. You don't see players get on the goal side of Amatovic very often, but he did. Got his head on the ball right as Morris is coming out. That shows a lot of courage, because when Morris comes out, he comes out to clean you out. So good result for Bristol Eastern here, getting a corner kick out of it.
All right, Lancers captain Lucas Telicki going to take the corner kick now. Resets it slightly. Arm is up. Here we go. A lot of action in front of the box. And headed out of there by Amatovic, but right to a Bristol Eastern player. Good play from Couye to thwart that shot. Ball turned in a crowd by Gowell, but it goes wide.
Yeah, let's take another look at this one. You know, we talked about Amatovic wins a lot of first balls. It's the second ball that'll kill you. Couye steps to it. Amatovic steps to it. Pedno steps to it. Hong steps to it. The entire Wethersfield defense, Naharo too, everybody contributing in the box. Team defense is what wins games, and Wethersfield is excellent at it.
So this is one that you have to wonder if Coach Joachim is looking back and thinking about maybe some opportunities that didn't quite materialize for Wethersfield. Here's an opportunity with Pedno sending the ball forward, headed out of there by Bristol Eastern. Pedno in the center circle again after Sardo had a touch. Pedno taking some space. Challenge there from behind by number 6, Edie Hernandez-Lopez. He still got the ball center circle. Plays the ball ahead going down the right side, but that's going to go right to Morris.
Yeah, he had a player out wide. Played it too much down the middle like we talked about in the first half. Number 23 was wide open down that right side.
Yeah, a little cat and mouse game there as Morris picks it up after the pressure is applied finally by Nathan Ash for Bristol Eastern. Couye plays it back to Amatovic. Line drive, center circle for Ali Hadzik now. Chips it ahead to himself. Nice play. Got some space, but played a little too far. Gowell able to get to it on the back line for Bristol Eastern.
Oh, great step by Maharaj there.
Maharaj takes a nice step, goes down.
That's got to be a foul. That's incredible.
So we had the whistle.
And they called out of bounds because he played it out, but he got his legs taken out from him in the process.
All right, and Bristol Eastern does get their subs into the game. As you called out, Tom, interesting there. Just 10 minutes into the second half with a lot of the momentum moving in their direction. May just be a way to keep some fresh rotation there and save some legs for a late charge as Wethersfield clings still to the 1-0 lead. Fabi Bello plays it ahead to Leo Najarro. Tries to weave through traffic. That draws a whistle.
Yeah, from the back ref here. I think the ball hopped up and hit Najarro in the hand there.
So handball is the call. Free kick out of the backfield for Gowell of Bristol Eastern. He takes it quickly, but Xander Hong steps to it nicely. Settles with his chest. He's got the ball on his foot down the right sideline.
Oh!
Did the ball get away? They said it went over the sideline. Boy, we thought it was close to Xander Hong with the great hustle being able to keep it in bounds, but the official right on the sideline saw it differently than we did from way up at a different angle. So
Good hustle by Hong.
good play, and there's Hong again, stepping to the ball, sends it ahead. Fabi Bella with a chance if he can get to this one, but there's Gowell again, long clear ahead, trying to create an opportunity for his teammates up front. Maharaj steps to it for Wethersfield. Sardo now sends the ball over the sideline, goes into the Bristol Eastern bench. They're going to get the throw in their offensive half. 28-19 and counting here in the second half, 1-0. Wethersfield lead. Eagles trying for their 5th win in 6 games this season, their 3rd win in 4 games over the last 8 days. Pedno. Hong in the backfield, gets away. He's going to hustle to it before this one goes to the sideline. And deflects it nicely off the Bristol Eastern player, but the ref did not see it that way. That one I feel like we had a better angle on. I think we'll call it, we're even on that. Good pressure there by Hong. He's been active here in the second half. Here comes Fraga with a nice takeaway. Sends the ball ahead, trying to find Bella, but look at Gowell. Right place, right time. Pokes it away for Bristol Eastern. Here come the Lancers.
I love that Fraga picks his head up once he starts turning and burning. Tried to get that one up to Fabi Bello, just couldn't get it through.
Ball got away from Matthew Cabrera. There's a nice slide tackle from Alex Shinall for Bristol Eastern. Leo Najarro now for Wethersfield. Deflects it off of a Bristol Eastern player. He's got the ball back in the midline. Sends it far side to Damian Sardo. Right foots it now. Through ball. Got Fraga down the right side, just outside the 18. Going to cross it. Who's coming? And Fabi Bello was up there. Not sure if he was onside in that play.
Fabi made the right run. Fraga cut it back, and Wethersfield just didn't have anybody that was charging the top of the box there.
All right, so Maharaj got to it. Ball deflected by Bristol Eastern. We've got 3 subs into the game for Wethersfield. Gabriel LaPerriere, Cam Sharkovich, and Luca Iannucci come back in the Unico of Wethersfield. Soccer Revolution LLC as the ball comes into the center circle. Nice step by Xander Hong. CFC North and Vale Soccer along with the Hartford Yard Goats, thank you all for your season sponsorship of Wethersfield High School Soccer. As Ali Pedno plays it back, sends it over to Amatovic in the backfield, now crossing the midline into the offensive half. Amatovic taking space, lays it off there for Najarro. He's dead on right in the middle of the field. Beautiful ball. There's a chance for Sharkovich, and it goes wide right, so Wethersfield will come up empty on that one.
Yeah, let's take another look at this. Amatovic feeds Najarro. Look at this little hesitation. Cuts to his left, gets through traffic, pokes it through, and there were 3 or 4 Eagles there that could have made that play. And it just squeaks wide, but a great scoring chance.
And not sure it made it into your replay. The tail end of that, LaPerriere was cutting the angle on the near post here, but Wethersfield just not able to connect on that opportunity. So the score remains 1-0 in favor of the Eagles as we hit 25 minutes remaining in the second half. About 5 minutes or so, assuming it plays out the way the first half did, we will get a short hydration break, which we had both this in the first half today as well as during the game Saturday. Saturday was a warm one. If you were outside enjoying the beautiful summer-like weather in Connecticut, ball played ahead by Bristol Eastern. Good play on the far sideline there by Maharaj. And that's going to win a throw for Wethersfield. Ball tapped underneath the bench by Bristol Eastern. Maharaj.
I think it's going to be a kick.
A kick?
Yeah.
All right, even better. So Amatovic lines up the free kick well in the backfield. Arm is up. He is practically on the Bristol Eastern bench as he takes this one. Sends it all the way forward. Sharkovich up front with Gowell. Nice header by Gowell on the back line. He's been active all day for Bristol Eastern. And on the far side, looked like that was Sardo that went down. Bristol Eastern tried to play the ball forward, but Amatovic's going to get to it on that far side. Going to tap it over to Morris near the top of the 18. Kuye back with him as well. Splits defenders, goes to Pedno, now back to Amatovic as Wethersfield finds the shape, looking to play out of the back. Couillet, plenty of space as he approaches the midline. About 10-yard shot here near sideline. Tries to find a teammate. There's a nice ball from Hong to LaPerriere to Sharkovich. A shot is coming, and that's going to be a goal for Cam Sharkovich at the... Oh, and there's... No, it is a goal. Okay. We're stopping the clock. I thought we were waving it off. Goal for Cam Sharkovich, 23-30.
Yeah, let's take another look at this one. Great job. Ball played forward. LaPerriere slides it through Sharkovich, wide open, sneaks it under the goalie into the back of the net. Eagles go up 2-0.
So for the Eagles, Sharkovich notches his second goal of the season. LaPerriere gets on the stat sheet for the first time with an assist. His first point of this young season. Gabriel LaPerriere with the assist to Cam Sharkovich puts the Eagles up 2-0, 23-30 in the second half.
And a 2-0 game feels a lot different than a 1-0 game for the Eagles. And they really haven't been able to stretch their leads out so far this season. So let's see how they play with this 2-goal lead.
Nahato now as the Eagles come back looking for more. Plays it behind Iannucci. He's going to run around and try to get to it. He's
a handful.
Plays it back to Nahato. Wethersfield's going to have to retreat a bit as good pressure. A nice defensive job there by Bristol Eastern to come back. They're going to come the other way, midline now. Nahato with ball in the center circle, plays it across now, coming this way to Xander Hong, up to Gabriel LaPerriere now. LaPerriere chips it ahead, looking for Sardo down the left side. Potentially, can he split the defenders? He cannot. Keeper is out. Can Sardo get to the ball? And it's cleared at the last minute. It'll go over the inline now, so we've got a set piece coming for the Eagles.
Yeah, Wethersfield's taking the momentum here. LaPerriere plays one over the top. Sardo doesn't stop hustling. The goalie comes bounds. And as we talked about before, this is the most dangerous.
Far side corner kick. Sardo is naturally a lefty. Let's see who hooks it. Sharkovich is near the middle of the field. The ball comes in near the top of the arc. Amatovic with a head. It's going toward the goal. What can happen here? And it's cleared by Bristol Eastern. Couillet, though. Nice pullback to keep it on his foot. Sends it over to Sardo. Right foots it in toward the top of the 18. Amatovic is still there. Left foots it, and that is good through the football uprights. Nothing doing on the soccer field as we've got 21:50 remaining here in this second half. Wethersfield turned away there, but they are up 2-0.
Yeah, Amatovic goes up on every free kick, every corner kick, and he'd love to stay up there. So as the ball stayed there, he stayed at the top of the box. That one in.
All
Just
right,
went a little bit high.
21:30 remaining here in the second half. Pedno with the ball. Leo Nahato now. Bristol Eastern coming the other way. Ball played ahead. That might have been ahead of the pack as Couillet was looking for the offside call. Does not materialize there as Wethersfield was able to tap the ball away. Bristol Eastern in the backfield. Nice move there by Saraceno. Plays it near side, but it's over the sideline, so Wethersfield will take over. Nahato going to take the throw.
Yeah, the second unit here, the second lineup for the Eagles has been very effective, taking back the momentum, creating that goal, and giving a little bit of insurance for the Eagles here.
We know been having some choppiness in the feed today. Nice left-footed ball from Nahato. Sharkovich gets to it. Look at Sardo chasing after it. That ball is rolling toward the net. There's LaPerriere with a header. Sharkovich tries for the bicycle kick, but I think he was offside by the time that one got to him.
Just straight chaos, and somewhere in all of that,
Yeah,
was an offside call.
Ramo Amatovic is down. I believe that's Ramo, down in the middle of the field.
You know, and I looked at him walking here about 30 seconds before that last stretch, and he looked a little bit ginger. I don't know what happened, what the last play he was involved in, but man, this would be a tough loss for the Eagles as he is a rock back there in center D.
All right, so we hit the break point here in the second half. As the play was blown dead for the trainer to come on the field, the officials just take that opportunity to work in the hydration break. We got 20:14 on the clock. We're stopped for a minute or so as both teams are able to head to the benches and get some water, Gatorade, Powerade, whatever happens to be over there.
I saw Amatovic as he's walking off and talking to the trainer point this way, almost gesturing that last time down when he tried that left-footed volley and he played it over the net. You know, let's hope he didn't tweak a groin or something like that, but he was definitely walking ginger shortly after that.
Yeah, we looked up as the chaotic action was taking place in front of the net and looked up after the whistle had blown, saw him on his back right here on the midline in front of us. Trainer came out. He was able to go off under his own power. He'll, I'm sure, sit for some stretch here as he tries to work through the injury.
So expect Ali Pedno or Julian Couillet's role to change here. Somebody's got to slide in that center defense. I'm sure Coach Yakum is going to be ultra cautious with a 2-0 lead with one of his most important players for sure.
Well, and you talked about it when that second goal went in about 3 minutes ago on the game clock. That 2-0 lead, much different than hanging on and trying to cling to the 1-0 lead, especially in a situation like this when you're going to shift some players into different positions.
Yeah, and I would expect probably Wethersfield to go back to their 4-4-2 that we've seen a couple times later in games when they've had a lead.
So as we resume play, it's going to be a goal kick coming for Bristol Eastern. They take their time getting to it, and here it is now, high in toward the midline. Pedno heads it forward for Wethersfield. Headed the other way now by Bristol, or kicked the other way by Bristol Eastern. There's a header from Couillet. There's a kick from Bristol Eastern as we go back and forth, up and down the field. Ball on the far side. Sardo gives chase for Wethersfield. It is cleared over the sideline by Bristol Eastern, so Sardo helps win a throw in possession for the Eagles.
Yeah, it looks like Wethersfield has 4 in the back. Pedno and Couillet in the middle. Hong and Maharaj out on the outsides. And it looks like Luca Iannucci has slid back to where Pedno usually plays at defensive center midfield position right in front of the back two.
Wethersfield after this one, this being the 4th game in 8 days, actually gets a couple of days off, do the boys, before they head to Bristol to take on the Rams of Bristol Central on Thursday. I'm sorry, on Friday. That is a Friday afternoon game at Bristol Central for the boys, so they get a long break by recent standards as we hit the 19-minute mark remaining here in the second half. Ahmed El Bashir back into the game for Wethersfield. So we've got LaPerriere, Sharkovich, Hong, Naharo, Bello, Iannucci, El Bashir, Maharaj, Pedno, Couillet, and Nate Moore is still minding the net for the Eagles here as we hit 18:35 remaining here in the second half. Eagles have scored a goal in each half, one by Ali Pedno in the first half to go into intermission with a 1-0 lead, and then Cam Sharkovich got the second half goal. Nice step there from Gabriel LaPerriere, able to send it high, looking for Sharkovich. Gowl there for Bristol Eastern. LaPerriere with a nice header. Ball still moving forward. Here's Fabi Bello with a chance. Sends it toward the goal. Got deflected somewhere in there. Rolls right. It's going to go Wethersfield way, I do believe. I think we've got a corner coming out of this.
We do. We see Pedno going up there. Now without Amatovic, he's Wethersfield's best chance of getting his head on a ball, just like he did in the first half for that 1-0 goal for the Eagles.
And it was Pedno in the first half.
How did I say Pedno?
You said Amatovic.
Hedno?
Yeah, well, Hedno got the header goal in the first half. But we got the corner kick coming, near corner. Here's the ball up from Naharo. Top of the 18 it goes. Gets through, bounces a couple times. El Bashir gives chase on the outside. Going to play it back to Pedno. Wethersfield trying to find a formation here. Ball poked away. Nice
Good
pressure
hustle
from El Bashir. Keeps it. Here is Bello, and it looks like on the back and forth, he's going to be offside again. That has been a bit of a struggle for Fabi Bello up front.
Yeah, that one a little bit surprising there. El Bashir, really good pressure to create that turnover. The ball spins into the box, but unfortunately Bello was out ahead of everything.
So Bristol Eastern plays it ahead. Nice header there by Ahmed El Bashir, but headed forward by Bristol Eastern. They're coming down the right side. Maharaj one-on-one. That ball is chipped in toward the top of the 18 where only Couillet is waiting for it. Ball gets away from him. Xander Hong sends a high ball toward the center circle. Iannucci with a foot, but here comes Bristol Eastern on the attack. They're going to send one low toward the net. Wide left, that'll roll. They tried the quick strike opportunity, but nothing doing there. Substitution into the game for the Lancers. It looks to be number 7, Sam Casarola. He is one of at least a couple of, looks like we quickly see 5 first-year players on the roster here. Morris sends the ball ahead. It's going to bounce. Header there by Naharo after the header by Hong. Fabi Bello plays it over. El Bashir going to step to it. Has to go back into the backfield. Naharo now to Bello. Sends it across the midline, but nobody goes to it for Wethersfield. Here's an opportunity now for Bristol Eastern, but the ball gets away, and Pedno is going to clear that over to Ashwin Maharaj. Wethersfield escapes so far. Taken away, though, by Bristol Eastern. They got a chance. Bruin in toward the 18. Good move to create an opportunity. Look at the spin move there from Ali Pedno.
Yeah, great play by Pedno here. Maharaj one-on-one. The Bristol Eastern player spins, going one-on-one with Pedno. Almost has him, and Pedno just is able to toe poke that one out of bounds.
But it sets up a set piece here as we go to 15-25 and counting in the second half. Corner kick coming for Bristol Eastern, trying to cut the lead in half. Wethersfield up 2-0. Ball played in, going all the way over far post. Oh, it's off Gal, and that deflects, I believe, maybe. We're going to take a look at it. Gal got a header on it, definitely. We'll see what happened after that.
Yeah, I believe this ball gets over the head of a leaping Pedno. Bristol Eastern player gets his head on it, and I think it went off Morris and then maybe off the side of Hong. Maybe we'll take a second look at that one.
So we're going to unofficially credit that goal to number 3, Landon Gowell, their center back, who was all the way up, got the head on the ball. Some deflection there, but that does cut the lead in half as Bristol Eastern has a goal on the board.
Yeah, we talked about how great that 2-0 lead, that 2-0 insurance goal felt. Now we're right back to it.
All right, we are back in action as Pedno sends the ball forward for Wethersfield. Sharkovich up front, trying to split 2 defenders down the right side. It is cleared over the sideline by Bristol Eastern, but Eagles with a throw deep in the offensive half. Gabriel LaPerriere quickly into Iannucci. Luca loses control. Ball goes over the side. Bristol Eastern quickly with the throw.
Well, one thing, I don't know if you had said it, Amatovic back into the game. I didn't notice that after the goal, but good to see him.
We did not have our eagle eyes on that one. Also, Chris Oxtolas into the game for the first time today for Wethersfield. And that ball is played ahead. Bristol Eastern trying to make a run on it, but Amatovic back. Goes toward the outside instead of playing the safe ball back to Morris. Not sure what the thought process was there, but of course that's, as I always say, much easier for me to say up here than it is in the heat of battle on the field. Ball goes over the side. It'll be a deep throw here for Bristol Eastern. 14-10 and counting here. It will be interesting to see how much Amatovic has for this last 14 minutes coming back after the injury. Does seem to be favoring maybe the right leg just a bit. Ball comes in off the throw. Maharaj, that's in toward the 18.
Wow.
That was a chance. Bruin down the right for Bristol Eastern, but Wethersfield escapes.
I think El Bashir saved the goal here. We're going to take a quick look at it.
As the ball is cleared over the side into the shrubs, let's take a quick look.
Yeah, ball pops out, and then El Bashir gets his foot right on the play as the Bristol Eastern player is charging. That could have been a sure goal. If he gets that in there, Nate Morris was point blank, unless he played it right to him.
So Bristol Eastern, after finding the back of the net, they've got a little bit more pep in their step. They're going to send one in toward the 18. Heel touch there by Amatovic. Right at the top of the arc, the ball's bouncing still. Iannucci gets to it. Gabriel LaPerriere now for Wethersfield. Long ball ahead, cannot make the connection with Sharkovich as Gowell is there for Bristol Eastern. Center circle, Fabi Bello sends it ahead. Gabriel LaPerriere coming down the right side. Going to get to it. Can he get past? Can he get the step? Ball is sent over the sideline by Bristol Eastern, so LaPerriere's pressure will help win a deep throw for Wethersfield. Under 13 minutes to go here in the second half. 2-1 Eagles lead. Bristol Eastern making a game of this one after the Eagles look to be in control. Ball gets away from Bello. He gets it back. Cuts in toward the 18, right in that corner. Still alive for Fabi Bello, but he tried to take on one too many players. Ball got away. Oxtolas got a nice foot on it to keep it in the offensive half for Wethersfield. He's going to get it back from Pedno. Sends the ball in toward the center of the field. Headed there by Bristol Eastern. Center circle we go. Pedno going to step away with the ball for Wethersfield. Chips it ahead. Gets away from Sharkovich. Bristol Eastern clears. Pedno applying pressure again. Far side now come the Lancers. Defended over there by Maharaj. Helped by El Bashir. Bristol Eastern keeps it in front of their bench. Good pressure by El Bashir, and Pedno's going to come away with the ball. Toward the midline we go. Bello, right side, looking for LaPerriere, but not able to make the connection. Might have needed to loft that ball just a little bit more. Ball gets over Oxtolis here in the backfield. He gets a foot on it. Pressure applied now by Bristol Eastern. They're going to win the throw. And we've got subs coming into the game. Looks like Caden Sharkovich as well as Leo Najarro into the game. So we reset, deep throw in the offensive half of the field for Bristol Eastern. Najarro hustles in, and we've got the whistle. Ball's going to come into play. They go down the left side, and I heard more whistles. I'm not sure what that was. Ball's still in play, though. Left-footed ball goes in toward the top of the 18. El Bashir comes out of there. Ahmed El Bashir has been active on the back line.
Yeah. Look, he's playing that outside wing position, but he's been super responsible getting back. Well, that ball
Gets away. Bristol Eastern's got another chance. A lot of contact there by Kuye, and that is going to draw the whistle.
Quick play here.
Here's a free kick coming. This is inside the 20-yard marker on the football field, right side. And we thought maybe the Lancers were going to try to line up and take that quickly. They slowed down and try to set something up here as Wethersfield retreats.
We saw this exact free kick in the first half. They lined up 3 guys. In the end, they ended up peeling off and taking a shot, but I would expect to see something a little bit different, a different variation than we saw in the first half.
All right, so we've got a 3-player wall for the Eagles.
The Eagles not prepared if they play it short. It's a 4-on-2. So Coach Yakum yells to Leo to join the wall, so they've got more bodies to attack in case it's not a shot or a cross.
Najarro joins the wall. 4 players around the ball. They run, and here comes the kick in toward the net where Amatovic is waiting for. Bristol Eastern player goes down. Collision with LaPerriere, but no whistle there. It was Landon Gowell, but it's going to be a corner. Another set-piece opportunity here as we go under 10 minutes remaining. 2-1 Wethersfield lead, but Bristol Eastern trying to come up with the equalizer.
Yeah, that one a little bit more effective than the one we saw in the first half. They kept the ball low, and if you keep the ball low in the box, anything can happen, pop up, hit somebody's hand.
So Oxtolis is going to drop in near the net here. Ball comes in, goes all the way over. Far post, gets over Pedno. Good step from behind by Caden Sharkovich. Clears the ball, but I think we're still in this half of the field.
Yep, it's going to be another, looks like a corner kick down there.
We're going to come the other way, yeah, and do a corner kick from this near corner. And that is dangerous. You can see Nate Morris with the hand up. The sun is coming into the players' faces as they face this near sideline. Ball comes in, that's flicked, and there's a shot by Gowell. It goes harmlessly wide left, but dangerous opportunities. The ball got all the way through for a shot opportunity.
Yeah, Wethersfield a little bit fortunate. Amatovic, it skims off his head, but it goes right to a Bristol Eastern player and just...
Gets to Najarro, but there's Saraceno. Oxtolis with a quick touch.
Amatovic not taking that goal kick might tell you that he doesn't feel 100% healthy.
He comes back. He's got the defense. There's a shot. That was a nice play from number 8. That is Matthew Cabrera for Bristol Eastern, but the ball goes wide left. Morris looked like he had a read on it, but doesn't have to make the save as the ball rolls over the inline. So we have a goal kick for Wethersfield. 8:12 remaining here in the second half. Jovic injured a few minutes ago, back in the game for the Eagles. Here comes Bello now, tries to play through traffic, but taken away by Bristol Eastern. They come near side. Number 23 is Eli Emmert. He plays the ball down the sideline, going to Cabrera again. Pressure from Oxtolis for Wethersfield. Cross played into the 18. There's an opportunity for Emmert. He sends the ball wide right. Boy, there's got to be more pressure at the top of the arc there from Wethersfield in the middle of the field.
Yeah, Wethersfield flirting a little bit with danger here. Bristol Eastern's got a couple of good looks inside the box these last 5 to 10 minutes. They've got to get the ball on this opposite side of the field, steal the momentum back as we got 7 minutes to go.
7 minutes even here in this one. Been an entertaining second half. Wethersfield had the 1-0 advantage headed into the break. Each team with a goal here in the second half. We stand at 2-1. LaPerriere with a nice flick ahead. Looking for Caden Sharkovich making the run. And that ball's going to be scooped up by Murtaugh in net. A little collision between Caden Sharkovich and Gowell for Bristol Eastern. Wethersfield coming the other way again, though. Caden Sharkovich with the ball on his foot. Lefts it ahead. Cleared initially there by Bristol Eastern. And there they come over the midline. Ball gets away from Maharaj. He is hustling to get to it. Down the right side comes Bristol Eastern. That's going to get cleared over the side, and it's going to stay with the Lancers.
Well defended by Maharaj there.
Throw coming. Far side. Looks like Bristol Eastern coach William Sweet on one knee over there waiting for his Lancers to find the right combination here. In toward the 18. Flicked the wrong way by Couillet potentially, but Morris is there as Bristol Eastern's attackers descended on the net. But Wethersfield comes away unscathed. 2-1. Wethersfield lead over Bristol Eastern here. 5:45 and counting. Headed there by Bristol Eastern will go over the side as Xander Hogg and Max Tinney are going to enter the ball game. Wethersfield with, we talked about this being the 4th game in an 8-day span that started last Tuesday. I believe that is every player seeing action today unofficially. We always like to caveat that. We do not have an official statistician here with us in the booth, but
Coach Yakum does a great job of playing the entire roster, and he doesn't keep a 14-person roster. His is usually closer to 20 every single season. And when you do have potential injuries to Pedno and Amatovic, the players on the bench that are going to be getting more playing time, they've played this season. They've played a number of games. So he does a good job managing the roster, and especially during this stretch where a quarter of the season is played over a week.
And this is not anything to sneeze at here. If you're seeing field time in the second half, final 5 minutes of a 2-1 game, this one is certainly still in doubt as Bristol Eastern has put plenty of pressure on Wethersfield in this second half. 4:30 to go. Ball at the midline. Welchel there for Wethersfield. That's going to draw a whistle, and looks like we've got a free kick coming for Wethersfield, maybe just shy of the midline. Amatovic is going to take this one.
I'm going to keep my eye on him after he kicks it.
So we've got El Bashir, Caden Sharkovich, and Max Tinney along the top of the 18. Ball goes all the way through. It's going to one-hop to the keeper as Caden Sharkovich gave chase, but nothing doing for Wethersfield. We hit the 4-minute mark, 2-1 Eagles lead. Bristol Eastern's high ball goes through, gets over Pedno. There's Amatovic with a header. Bristol Eastern, though, pops it ahead down this near sideline. Good play by Pedno to stand it up. Ball goes toward the top of the arc where Julian Couillet is able to clear.
Yeah, look at all those blue jerseys in the middle of the field committed to defending. Oh, good flick.
Max Tinney out in front of everybody. Looks like he's back on line now as Wethersfield's going to take the throw far side. 3:18 and counting. 2-1 Wethersfield lead. Ball comes into Najarro. Lets it go. He's going to send it into the backfield to Amatovic. Line drive toward the middle of the field. Trying to split. Looks like maybe get it through to Tinney or Caden Sharkovich. Each one in the area. Hong with nice pressure. There's a high ball from Julian Couillet. That's going to bounce. Tinney is there. Good shield there. Max Tinney trying to make the turn. Still after it. Cleared out of there by Bristol Eastern. That's Shinel, number 15. Ball played down the near sideline, but gets away from the Lancers. Wethersfield, we got a stop clock here on this substitution as Wethersfield is substituting while up in the final 5 minutes.
Have we given our clock operator a shout out yet?
Oh, we have not. We have not. We thank Raj Maharaj for taking on timekeeping responsibilities here. It is not an easy job, as I can attest, especially when I'm trying to do it while doing something else. I don't do two things at once very well at all. Ball's going to go Wethersfield way. It'll be a free kick. It looks like just inside the sideline. Yep, we're pointing toward the field.
This is where they're going to take their sweet old time.
Oxtolis is going to take the throw, and he's going to whistle it because it should be a kick. El Bashir is on the side. Looks like being attended by the trainer on the far side. So are we... Looks like we... Okay, there we go. Free kick. Amatovic gets all of that one. Gets into Sardo. Welchel now. Back to Pedno. Far side to Welchel.
Nice move.
Good job by Welchel. Goes down the far side. Sardo now in toward the outside of the 18. Left foots it back. Oh, look at the ball to Najarro. He left foots one. It goes through the football uprights as Tinney with a nice play to let that ball go. And you can see the high five from Nahato there.
Yeah, good ball. Welchel, good move along the sidelines to Sardo, crosses it in, Tenney dummy, and Nahato gets a good look at it and just puts it a little bit too high.
All right, 122 and counting here in a tight one. 2-1 Wethersfield lead. Bristol Eastern, you have to think, is going to send everybody toward the front half of the field now. Nahato now near the midline. If he can get rid of it, Wethersfield had an opportunity brewing. There's a collision. Down goes Nahato. Pedno now with the ball on his foot, works his way out of trouble. Look at that play from behind. If we get a second look at that one, that would be fantastic. We go down under a minute, 55 seconds. Ball played ahead by Pedno. Here is Caden Sharkovich with an opportunity. Lets one fly. The keeper saves it off the hop. Good play there. Good ball from Pedno, active in the middle of the field. 41 seconds, headed forward by Bristol Eastern, cleared by Amatovic. Bristol Eastern now cross into their offensive half in front of their bench down the right side. Ball played in now toward the top of the 18. Oxtolis with the ball to clear it out. Nahato steps to it. Saraceno for Bristol Eastern. Ball played in toward the top of the arc. Amatovic going to be there. Can he get to it? He chips it to himself. He kicks it again. Good step there by Schinnel. Play by Pedno. Oxtolis with a nice kick to send it toward the sideline.
12 to go.
English on that one as we hit 10 seconds. Bristol Eastern trying to get something, feverishly moving toward the net. Headed by Oxtolis. Nicely done there. Caden Sharkovich with the play in toward the top of the 18. And that's the horn, feverish final minute. Wethersfield, though, hangs on for their 5th victory in 6 games this season, a 2-1 decision over Bristol Eastern, breaking the 3-game losing streak to the Lancers. I'm going to catch my breath, Tom, and let you catch us up on what you thought of those last couple of minutes.
Oh, I mean, pretty frantic. I think Coach Yakum is going to feel fortunate that Bristol Eastern didn't put a second one in there. But look, you know, Wethersfield, 5 out of their 6 games this year have been 1-goal games. That's what you like to see for a team that's going to, you know, likely play some close games in the playoffs. So they know how to protect the lead. They know how to run the clock, you know, and really going back to the game as a whole. Ali Pedno, we didn't expect him to start. We didn't know if we'd see him the rest of the season. He scores the 1-0 goal. Cam Sharkovich with a big insurance goal, and you know, just team defense, bend but not break there in the final 10 minutes when Bristol Eastern really started to pour it on.
All right, Tom, you mentioned the goals. Assists today to Tariq Alihatzik as well as Gabriel Laperriere. Wethersfield with a 2-1 win. Goal for Bristol Eastern credited to Landon Gowell, their defensive center back. And the Eagles hang on for the 2-1 victory. Again, let's recap quickly. Schedule for live streams the remainder of this week. We'll be back tomorrow for a 3:30 kickoff. Wethersfield girls back home for the first time in 2 weeks, taking on Northwest Catholic. Then on Thursday, Wethersfield girls. That game, as we've been told, has been moved from Friday to Thursday. Here at Catone, hosting East Catholic at a 6 o'clock kickoff. We will not have a live stream for you of the boys' game on Friday. They are at Bristol Central that afternoon, but we'll be back here. Like I said, 2 more girls' games coming your way on your home for Wethersfield High School Soccer. For Tom McCarter, for Obama Riley on camera, for Raj Maharaj on the clock. I'm Dave Gustafson. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.